What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We're starting off today with the team you see on the screen into a FUT Champs game. We've got 5 Team of the Season cards in there from the EFL. Some of them are good, some of them are not amazing. Some of them have like really good stats in specific areas but really lack stats in other areas. For example, that Pittman, I believe his name is it Pittman? Yeah, so Brett Pittman. I mean, the dude's got some good finishing stats, some good passing stats, some good dribbling stats, really nice physical stats, but nothing outrageous. It's all like mid to high 80s, whereas right now, an even average player, you would say, has stats in the high 80s to 90s categories, in my personal opinion and personal experience. But I thought, hey, let's give the team a try anyway. I did play a game much earlier today with a completely different team. I tried a new formation. I tried, remember the others, when was it? A few weeks ago, I tried the 3-4-2-1. Maybe it was last weekend, and we had some good fun with that. Well, I tried the 3-4-3, which is a formation that I haven't really enjoyed this year in FIFA. And after 20 minutes, I was like, this was a mistake. So I played out the game. I ended up losing the first game in FUT Champs. But here is today's game. Normally I do these games like live comms, but today we've got a full game of post-com gameplay because if I did it live, I wouldn't be able to address the comments in the comment section properly, and I have done a lot of live stuff recently, so I really wanted to talk to you guys, but at the same time, I didn't want to sit there and spam FUT Champs games because I want to do a few other things on the account over the next few days that's not inclusive of FUT Champs. We'll get to that in a second. But guys, if you're here, if you're on the video, drop a thumbs up for me. It'd be very much appreciated. Last night, I streamed some Road to Glory, and I then turned that into a video. It was like a 3-hour-long stream. So if you missed that stream and you're wondering how I bought these players, what I bought them for, so on and so forth, it might be worth going and checking out that stream if you've got the time. I know 3 hours is a long time. For some of you, it's a blessing. For some of you, you'll listen to that as a style of podcast whilst you play FIFA for yourself or play other games. But for some of you, you look at 3 hours and you probably just think, yep, not enough, too much. So the first comment is from Nick28T. Small content creator, you might have heard of him. He says, we're doing all the Team of the Year SBCs on the Road to Glories. I'm so tempted to do them all. I think it means Team of the Season. And I as Nick popped in the comment section there, I was also under the impression that all of the rest of the world players would be available in SBCs. However, what is actually coming is one rest of the world SBC every Wednesday that will contain one tradable rest of the world player. Which means, we've got one already. We've got the Lopez card, and that means there's 9 left. And so everybody in the game gets to do just one, which means you can only pack 1, and then 8 of them you can't pack. However, because they're tradable, you can buy them all off the market, and because they're pretty trash, especially this this bottom 10, it's very likely that they'll be super cheap. But it is quite disappointing that we don't have the opportunity to complete all of them. I was hoping for a bit more out of that. And in general, I spoke about it in Friday's video. I think this Team of the Season is probably the best promo that EA have done so far this year. However, with that being said, this promo is still really lackluster in my personal opinion. I like the fact that you can win Team of the Season cards from weekly objectives. However, the weekly objectives are available to be completed in hours, not even a day, not even days. Weekly objectives that people can just complete in hours. And okay, I understand not everyone can complete them in hours, and I'm a small margin of people that probably just sat there and did it straight away. But the bottom line is that the grind aspect is really poor, and I was tweeting about it today, and a lot of people kind of theorized that the main problem is not that the grinding aspect is too small or anything like that, but the gameplay is so unrewarding and so monotonous and so enraging that people just would prefer not to play the game at all. And so that's an interesting discussion. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I've made my opinions clear on all of this stuff many times. But ultimately, bottom line is that the Team of the Season hype died as quick as it came. And that's sad, man. So we've got to hope the World Cup's going to be good. So yeah, I was going to do... I'm hopefully going to get a lot of Team of the Season cards. We've got a lot of coins. I've invested in some Team of the Seasons that we did on stream last night because of because of the potential for guaranteed SBCs that are going to require Team of the Season cards. So many of the Team of the Seasons right now are already at low prices. So, for example, you've got Bradley Dack is like 23k, 85 rated. You've got Snodgrass is like 25k, 87 rated. You can get Yota, 27k, 86 rated. And then there are a lot of actual discard value guys. So Sheehan, the 78 rated centre back, is 20,000 coins and he discards for 19,000 coins. So, you know, buying those guys for as close to discard as possible, you're just going to protect your investment no matter what. You know, worst case scenario, you'll lose 1 to 1.5k cards a coin by discarding them. You could probably sell them even for a little bit more just for lazy buyers. So, you know, I invested in some Team of the Seasons for sure. Next comment is from Uncreative Name, always in the comment section. He says, is Road to Glory going to continue at 10 AM? Is this a Team of the Season one-off or a change of plan? Keep it up net. Yeah, Road to Glory will be back at 10 AM tomorrow, but 10 PM today, I think. I don't know. I might upload this one at 10 AM tomorrow because I did put that stream live that is essentially counted as a 10 AM video. I actually don't know yet. It depends on how EA release things and how often things come and how engaging they are. If they release like lots of fun things that are super engaging at 6 PM, then I'd like to upload the videos at 10 PM so that we can get them out there and you guys can watch the content straight away. If, however, it's just very similar to what we've had so far throughout the year, there'll probably be 10 AM videos instead of 10 PM videos. Connor Splevins says, hey Nep, can you explain why the 93 and 98 Salah cards both have 99 pace but 98 acceleration and 98 sprint speed? Keep up the good work. No, I can't. There is a formula for building the stats for players on the gold cards. It's been a proven formula. It's the same for the last 3 years. There are like weightings, so like I think sprint speed is worth 0.45 and acceleration is worth 0.55 to make up the whole pace stat, for example. But as soon as you go outside of sort of like the gold base cards, it seems like there's no rhyme or reason as to how the card stats are weighted. And that's shown many times by the super high rated cards like Salah, like Ronaldo Team of the Year, like Messi Team of the Year, where it's like, you know, Salah has, for example, like 98 passing, is it? Yet his passing stats are actually really, really bad. Not really, really bad. That's not fair to say. No, so yeah, his shooting. He has 98 shooting. And yeah, sure, he has 99 positioning and 99 finishing, but he has 98 shooting. So you would expect the rest of the stats after a 99 positioning and 99 finishing to be 97s or 98s, because that would be more balanced. However, his shot power is 95, and his volleys are 95, so then that leaves long shots and penalties. And you'd think, okay, so if there may be like high 90s, you could still probably excuse 98, but they're not. His long shots are 83, and his penalties are 81. And his true shooting stat, according to the weightings of gold cards, should actually be 94, not 98. So why they've given him 98 shooting is beyond me. Maybe they have a formula for special cards that is different to gold cards or base cards. Maybe they don't. But the bottom line is that I quite simply don't know. And one thing that's also super interesting is that on EA's database, Mo Salah has 99 acceleration and 99 sprint speeds, but in game he has 98 and 98, and that might be quite simply how they round decimals. Now, obviously, we all know that you should round decimals up from 0.5 or higher and down from 0.4 or lower, but it might be a scenario where in game it's 98.5, but the game just reads it as 98. And then on the website, it's 98.5, but the website, because it's a computer program more so than a console game, reads it as 99. So the pace might actually be the same, even though it's displayed differently. But once again, we don't know, and we can't possibly know because, as per usual, EA's lack of transparency in issues such as this is devastating. And you know, when they fixed the Roberto Carlos run-up, they literally just released it in a patch and said, we have fixed the Roberto Carlos, the anomaly or the way his stance was or something like that. They didn't like give a reason as to why it was broken, how it impacted gameplay, whether it impacted gameplay. They didn't give anything like that. They literally just said, yeah, we fixed it. But like, did you fix it, or did you just change something so it looks like it's fixed but it's actually still broken? And that's super frustrating as a consumer forget me being a YouTuber or a content creator, just as someone who plays and loves this game, it's super frustrating not knowing how the game works or how it doesn't work, because the company that like creates the game refuses to tell its consumers. You know, it's quite frustrating. Jarfu says, sorry mate, way off the mark on the Team of the Season vids so far on both channels. Teaching us how to play squad battles 7 months into the game, question mark. And I wasn't going to address this, but it's got a lot of thumbs up, so obviously it's an opinion that is shared. I'm bound by the content that is given to me from EA. You know, if these Team of the Season cards were winnable via FUT Champs or Seasons or Draft, these videos would have been about FUT Champs or Seasons or Draft. But your statement, you could apply to anything. For example, this game here, you could say, sorry mate, way off the mark with Team of the Season vids so far, both channels. Teaching us how to play FUT Champs 7 months into the game, or teaching us how to do squad building challenges 7 months into the game, or teaching us how to play draft 7 months into the game, or teaching us how to build a squad 7 months into the game, or teaching us how to open bronze packs 7 months into the game. You could apply that same logic to anything that's done. And the reason why I did that Squad Battles video, I explained in the Squad Battles video. There will be a lot of people that missed the early Squad Battles videos that I did explaining how to beat the AI on Legendary. There are people that would be coming back to Team of the Season, FIFA for Team of the Season, that will just not be good enough to beat Squad Battles on Legendary. And there will be people in general that just can't beat Squad Battles on Legendary, or Professional or World Class, whatever's required for that specific event. And so I wanted to do a video explaining to those how to do it. You don't have to watch that video, you don't have to like that video, you quite clearly didn't like that video, and that's absolutely fine, but I can only produce content based on what EA give us the ability to produce content for, and 3 of the weekly objectives are specific to squad battles. So the choices are, I do those objectives off camera and then say, hey, I got this card and this card and this pack, or I can produce that content on camera and show you guys how I did it so that you can emulate it or see how you did it differently, see if you did it better or worse, so on and so forth. But to just be like upset that I'm producing the content that's available at my hands is a little out there. And I wish that today I was uploading a video where I was trying to score 100 goals with Team of the Season cards. Or I wish I was uploading a video where I was trying to score 30 goals with Pittman within a 7-day window so that he got an upgrade from an 84 to an 86. I wish that the left back that I've got, I can't remember his name, but I wish that I was trying to get 20 clean sheets across any online game mode so that he can get a +2 defending boost. I wish these were objectives that I was gearing towards. I wish that playing 10 games with my Bradley Dack today would get me a small premium election players pack. But that's not what we have to our hands. That's not what we have available to us. What I have available to me is playing 4 squad battles games to get a Team of the Season card, of scoring 11 goals in squad battles to get a Team of the Season card, of scoring 10 goals with Team of the Season players in any game mode to get a small pack, which we did through squad battles because we was playing in squad battles. I wish the content was different. I wish the content was far more engaging and for me to create, but also for me to play with. Again, take me away from being a YouTuber or content creator and just put me in as a FIFA fan. This game is boring. Like, as a FIFA fan, this game is boring. Because if you don't enjoy sweating it out for 50, 60, 70 games of the most competitive stuff every week, then you well, like 40 games anyway for FUT Champs, but I'm also saying, like, if you're trying to get like top 100 in squad battles or whatever, if you don't enjoy that kind of thing, this game is super, super boring because it's just so unrewarding for your time. And again, this is something that I've been through so many times, but take NepentheZ, a content creator, away and put in Craig, the FIFA fan, this game is dull right now, and that might burn bridges with EA for me that are slowly being rebuilt. That might turn around and have people say, well, you know, why would we watch content of somebody who finds the game boring? And I'm happy to take that on the chin, because it has to be said and it has to be reiterated that the way this game is just not good enough in today's world of gaming. So that's why you know, if your problem, I think, shouldn't be with me making a video about squad battles to get a team of the season player. Your problem should be, why on earth have EA given us the only way to earn that team of the season player to be through squad battles? That should be your disdain, you know. The last thing I want to talk about today is team of the season upgrades. I've got a few examples here today, and I'm both excited and scared for how team of the season upgrades are going to be. The first player we're going to take a look at is team of the season Hamsik. He had a team of the season last year that was 94 rated, and he has a team of the season this year that is 93 rated. And I look at these two cards and I think, so last year's team of the season card has 4 more pace, 6 more shooting, 3 more passing, 12 more physical, 7 more defending, and 5 more dribbling. In a nutshell, the team of the season FIFA 17 Hamsik is insane, and the team of the season 18 Marek Hamsik is okay, or good, very good. However, this year, Hamsik has only got 1 special card in between his base and his team of the season, and that is, of course, his SBC card, the League SBC, which is not a card achieved by performance base, so it's only a 6 upgrade from his base card. And last year's Hamsik had, from his base 85, it must be said, he had an 86 inform, an 86 SBC, an 87 inform, an 88 inform, and an 89 inform. So although he's got the same overall, or a very similar overall, 93 versus 94, he had so many more upgrades in the previous year compared to this year, and that might be important. But I was also looking at composure, and obviously whether or not you believe in composure, we're going to be discussing this topic, but last year he only had 77 composure, but this year he's up to 92 composure. So even though he might have less stats, he'll perform more consistently with those under pressure. So I was looking at it and I was thinking, is this going to be true to all of the team of the season upgrades? Are they going to be getting smaller upgrades but with massive composure upgrades, making them just more consistent performers? Or is this an outlier with Hamsik, and there's going to be players that actually get huge upgrades and huge composure upgrades that are going to be superstars? And so the next player we've got available is Chiellini. So Chiellini this year has an 89 base card and a 94 team of the season card. And Chiellini last year had an 88 base card, an 89 inform, a 90 team of the group stage, and then a 96 team of the season. And when we actually look at the two cards side by side, last year's team of the season had 2 more pace, 2 more shooting, quite irrelevant for a centre-back, 10 less passing, the same dribbling, but then this year's Chiellini has 95 defending, whereas last year's had 99, and last year's Chiellini had 98 physical, whereas this year's has 91. So I looked at that and I thought, okay, so they're not just giving smaller upgrades with huge composure boosts. What the difference between the Chiellini and the Hamsik have been is that the informs in between, or the special cards in between, have boosted them so highly to the point where their team of the season card just had to have these like super stats. And then the last person I wanted to look at was Gerard Piqué this year versus last year's team of the year card. Piqué's team of the year card last year had 2 more pace, 1 more shooting, 2 less passing, 1 more physical, 1 more defending, and 4 less dribbling. So that's a card that's 2 higher rated that has arguably worse stats. Okay, so he's got 1 more defending, 1 more physical, 4 less dribbling, which of course, as you guys know, I value reactions and ball control on my centre-backs. Last year, he had 96 reactions. This year, he has 99 reactions. Again, just indicating how important the reaction stat is. The passing this year is 99 and 98 for long and short. Last year was 98 and 94 for long and short. And then the shooting is largely the same. And the pace is a little slower than his Team of the Year card. But that was, of course, a Team of the Year card. So versus Piqué's Team of the Season card last year, which was also a most consistent card, he actually has 2 more pace, 4 more shooting, 5 more passing, 7 more dribbling, 2 more defending, and 2 more physical. So I wanted to show those instances because I want, because some people have linked me cards of like Hamsik and gone, oh, Team of the Season is going to be terrible because they're not giving us big boosts. But actually, the truth is that if the cards didn't have any special cards in between, the boost is going to be a healthy boost, better than last year's cards that didn't have any cards in between. If the cards did have cards in between, of course, the boost isn't going to be quite as effective. And then last but not least, if the cards have a lot of boosts in between, like Savage cards, I think that they're going to have insane boosts. So already Savage has 88 dribbling, shooting and passing, 86 defending, 89 physical and 78 pace. If he goes up to a 93 or a 94 team of the season, that is genuinely going to be like 94 dribbling, 94 shooting, 94 passing, 95 physical, 92 defending and 84 pace. It's going to be just a phenomenal card. So I'm super excited for the team of the season upgrades. Obviously the most consistent upgrades haven't been like super amazing, but generally speaking they've been good. You know, some of them are better than others. Like some of these like the EFL players and stuff just aren't like great but have good stats, like I said earlier. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinion on the upgrade, guys. This is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate and comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.